Time is now 6:51 a.m. and it's time for your morning news now. In Cashton, there are 22 first responders on staff. Surrounding communities aren't so lucky, and every one of those communities, including Cashton, are now looking for staffing help. Mary Beth and Rod Smith have worked as first responders in Cashton since December of 1981. After more than 40 years, though, they hope others will follow in their footsteps.
Just being kind to others and helping others is kind of the drive behind anybody that wants to continue to do this. Because we know someday we may need them to help us, and so we're hoping other people will step up and then help as well.
And you can help fill those gaps in rural communities. If you would like to become a first responder, you can sign up for an upcoming class by January 3rd. It's open to people from all communities, not just Cashton. But if you happen to live in the Cashton service area, the department is working on a reimbursement plan to pay for that tuition. Roughly 25 people used La Crosse's Southside Neighborhood Center as a shelter during last week's winter storm. La Crosse Mayor Mitch Reynolds had issued an emergency declaration ahead of that system. The city opened the Southside Neighborhood Center from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. for 5 days. People who came after the hours needed a referral to enter or be escorted by the La Crosse Police Department. The city's Parks and Rec director says at its peak, 35 people used the shelter.
We averaged between 25 and 30 individuals in the evening. During the daytime, because we were open 24/7, we had higher numbers.
Now, volunteers and nonprofits, including the Salvation Army and Karuna, provided meals. Talon security and cleaning services were used during the emergency declaration. And the city's homeless services coordinator, Brian Sampson, says they're still working on calculating the total cost. Ashley for the Arts is starting a fundraiser by traveling the country. The nonprofit organization is joining Hub Group's Cause Container program lineup. So the Cause Container is a road rail container decorated with Ashley for the Arts branding, as you see there. So that's going to travel across the country in an effort to raise awareness about the yearly concert. When people see the Arts Container, they can actually help raise money for the event by posting a picture with the hashtag Cause Container. And this program and the nonprofit's other fundraisers help reduce costs, make the concert more affordable for those music fans, and more valuable to the nonprofits that benefit from it.
Because we're able to have great sponsors like the Hub Group, it helps offset those costs, which we are able to donate back to our communities that we live and support.
And there's so many groups that actually support from Ashley for the Arts, raises a lot of money. The Cause Container's journey across the U.S. will be lasting for all of 2023. And we are about halfway through winter break, and parents, if your kids are already complaining about being bored, well, we're here to help. There are plenty of fun and free things to do in the area, like hiking La Crosse's Hickson Forest. Get them out and about. According to its website, the city maintains 10 trails during the winter, and depending on which trail you choose, you can hike between less than half a mile or up to 3.5 miles. If you'd rather glide, you can ice skate for free at the Chad Erickson Memorial Ice Rink. Free skate rental will be available through December 30th. You can also skate at Copeland Park, but there you will need to bring your own skates. If you'd rather take a seat, do it on a sled. That's the way to go. Onalaska Omni Center Sled Hill, it's a popular spot to race your friends. You will, of course, need to bring your own sled. However, if you don't have one, there are little free sled libraries at both La Crosse's Myrick and Lewitt Parks. And if you or your kids would rather stay inside, although nice and mild now, just head to the library. You can browse the bookshelves, create some arts and crafts, or play pretend in the mock vet clinic. The library also has board games and video games, and of course, it's always warm inside.
Well, sounds like there's plenty of to do for the last bit of winter break there. Temperatures in the upper 30s between 7 and 9 o'clock, and then we warm up into the low 40s late morning into the early afternoon. Now, there is that chance of a shower or drizzle here this evening, but overall nothing really too significant. Otherwise, you can expect just a mainly cloudy day, along with that south to southwest wind that we'll be working with. And as we take a look now at the 8-day forecast, chances of rain here and maybe even a little bit of snow are possible on Saturday. Otherwise cloudy for the weekend. Temperatures in the upper 30s again after cooling down here tomorrow. And then we start to see temperatures warm right back up into the low to mid 40s early next week, with a chance of rain for Monday and Tuesday. But at least those low temperatures are somewhat more consistent than those highs there into the 20s. Maybe there's a chance Tuesday morning we wake up to 38 degrees, but But other than that, yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah, nice and mild. We'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Derek. And thank you for watching News 8 Now. Don't forget to keep up with the news of the day on our website, news8000.com, and we'll have the latest updates to today's top stories during our News 8 Now at noon show. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.